Hello and welcome to the Bipolar Baby Podcast. I'm your host, Erica Nicole Barrera. At the age of 24, I was diagnosed with bipolar 2 disorder. That is the day I was reborn. In this podcast, we'll explore what it's like living with bipolar 2 through my own personal experience and overall mental health struggles. Get ready to get personal. I'll be sharing tools that have helped me get through the tough times, as well as the wonderful experiences I've had through my self-love journey and spiritual healing. Together, we will develop new healthy habits, hold each other accountable, and put our mental health first. My intention is to shine a light and release any stigma there is around mental health. Let's create a community where we feel safe and open to have conversations about our mental health. Together, we can grow, thrive, and shine. Let's dive in. Surprise! Welcome back. I am so excited to be here with you visually. It has been almost a month since the last episode, and I think a little over a month, but we're back, we're here, and now we're on camera. So it's even better than before. And I'm just so excited to finally be back with you guys. I am still figuring this video thing out, so I'm going to keep this kind of short just in case it cuts off or anything. And we're just practicing. But I wanted to come back and just soak up this moment with you because I'm so excited. So I want to come to you with a little story of something and just give you a little glimpse of what's been going on. There has been a lot of changes in my life recently, and that's kind of what's making me take a back seat in a way from recording recently. And I will say something that really has been inspiring is getting to talk to other people about the podcast. And you guys, every time that you reach out to me and tell me how helpful this podcast is, or how proud of me you are, yeah, it just keeps me going and makes me want to keep recording, and it is so inspiring. I don't even know how else to say it. It has been such a journey of realizing wow, I have put it out there. I feel the hard work, the main part of it, which is getting started, has already been completed, And today I met with somebody, a group of amazing women, and such a great community that all, from the We All Grow Latina community, which I used to intern for. And it's such an amazing community, like I said. And today we met up for the Chicago Circle meetup and just talking to everybody about the podcast and just getting their support, and even talking to others about their podcasts, and, another friend wanting to start hers. And it was such an uplifting, amazing time that I'm so grateful for. And that definitely lit a fire under me to just keep going. And like I was saying, one of the women there was I've heard that people stop on episode 7, so you're already there. And she's so right. And I had heard that it was episode 10, so hearing her say getting to episode 7 was the hardest part, I was okay, I feel better that I'm not putting the pressure on myself of episode 10. So yeah, I really just appreciated that time with everybody. I still have to soak it in, I feel because I'm just I'm here, right? I'm processing that amazing time, and I'm honoring that, and I just really want to come here before this momentum goes away. And I have been wanting to actually come here and just give a little bit of a snippet of, like I said, kind of something what's been going on, and something that really helped me get through it without getting into too much detail because it's private matters. I will say these events have been happening in my life where it's really overwhelming, and sometimes my mind will like spiral from just like thinking all different things, right? And just like a almost like a pinball machine where it's like this thought, like ding ding ding, like, and it literally almost sounds like that too. And I just have to say, I have been not so great with my morning pages either recently, and I'm like, whoops. And it's all about structure in my life. Like, it's not even about being a control freak. It's about the fact that, like, I need structure. I have to have structure. Like, that's how I thrive. That's how I succeed. And I haven't been doing my morning pages, and that is something that I know really helps me is my morning pages. So I I've been telling myself, do your morning pages, do your morning pages. And finally, I did my morning pages yesterday. And as I was doing my morning pages, I started writing out all the things that have just been like on my mind, you know? And it's so funny because as I was writing what I thought would take up all 3 pages of morning pages, it literally only took up half of a page. And I thought to myself, whoa, that's all this took up was just half a page. Here I thought I was going to be rambling on for like all 3 pages about these topics that have just been running in my mind. And it was crazy. I realized, wow, like these things are not my things. And whatever outcomes that I have coming out of nowhere, like those pinball thoughts, as I write this down, those are not there. It's almost like if I was writing, like matter of factly just bullet points of what's happening in life. But it was so amazing to just like let it go as I was writing it out. And it made me think that all that internal struggle, like it had no power over me in that moment because like I let out exactly what I needed to say. And in doing so, it made all of those possible outcomes or thoughts like go away. It's like in order to like not think about it anymore or have that, it was like that's not my thing, that's not my identity. That's is almost like a boundary I put like in those pages of like, okay, end here, like put it out there what's going on through my head, and then it just like almost like poof, okay. And oh, I'm learning. And I just realized like that we're gonna have to see if that's gonna be a problem. I want like one of those little microphones where it's like boop, 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 they have like little fuzzy stuff on it. Oh my gosh. But yeah, it's like once I wrote that, like morning pages are so powerful because ever since I wrote half a page and realized like that's not the power that it has over me, like that's how little of my feelings were, like of that, I was like, wow, I thought that was it was almost like putting it in perspective of like, okay, it wasn't really that big, like it's big in my mind when I think about it so much, but putting it onto paper and realizing like this is the situation, meh, like radical acceptance, right? It's learning that we are accepting what's happening in this moment and we're just letting it go. Like, okay, cool. Like that's what that is, and I'm not judging it. Like that's just what it is. And it's just like mind blowing to me still that like writing it out, letting it out was just so like exactly what I needed. And like I said, seeing it on paper, how little of a page it took up, I was like, it's been taking up this much space in my brain, and yet on a paper, it's just like matter of fact, like bup, 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 bup. That's it. Like, oh really? That's it? And yes, the topics are pretty large at hand, I guess. I don't even know if that's the right term, but the point is, don't let certain situations that aren't even necessarily yours take over your life. They aren't yours. Don't have other people's energy kind of like penetrate through your soul, through your person. And it doesn't mean to say like I don't care about what's happening like at all. It's just that I am conserving my energy and protecting my like spirit from completely dysregulating and going everywhere to the point where it's like I need to be stable in order to get anything done, or to just like not just better myself, but just be better of a person in general for those who might need me to. Because if I'm depleted and if I'm feeling a certain way, like, how's that going to help anybody, right? Like, not me, and I'm not going to be able to give anything to anybody else back. So I definitely think if there is something that's going on in your mind that has been really like bothering you, write it out. Like I recommend writing it out, letting it all out there, and you might even be surprised, just like I was, that that it really isn't even that like the much space that it's taking up in here. Write it down and like boop, like I said, it'll just kind of just go. Like, and I would love to hear like if you do this yourself with thoughts that you have, and just, I know a lot of people journal. I miss journaling, and I guess morning pages is kind of like journaling, except not. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. I have to get back into The Artist's Way, the book. But yeah, I don't even know. I just really wanted to come here and like connect again. I will definitely be back. I feel like this is a lot easier to do also. So I'm really hoping that this like is recording well, and that I can just come back with a clean slate of thoughts and a sense of self, because it's like I said, it's been a while. I even feel like I probably missed a lot of points that I wanted to say, but yeah, I just feel like I'm super grateful for everything that's kind of connecting right now. I feel like just like taking a moment and like breathing. And we can breathe together. And just staying present and being here together. And I'm so excited to bring you more. There has been a lot going on, like I've said before, and I just want to like pat myself on the back for coming back here. I want to pat you on the back for everything that you've been doing and holding yourself accountable for. Together we can keep growing and doing this thing called life. And yeah, I'm just so happy to be back, and I'm sure I will see you so much sooner than later again. So I love you so much, and I hope this helped in any way. And just remember that certain situations that are going on in your mind are not bigger than you. Or I guess they are bigger than you, but when you write them all down, you don't feel like they're consuming you. Oh my gosh. I'm like thinking of the opposite of when people are like, the universe doesn't revolve around you. But then when you start a spiritual journey, they're like, the universe does revolve around you. like what you need matters, and it's like everything does revolve around you in a way of like you have the power of choice. You guys, I'm going off on a tangent, and I love you. I'll talk to you later. I'll see you soon. With my full heart and gratitude, I want to thank every single one of you for tuning in today. May we always remember that we are pure light and love. Share this podcast with any friend or family member you feel called to, and we love to hear any takeaways or aha moments you got from this episode. Be sure to tag us at Bipolar Baby Podcast.